Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pop. The Golden Bears will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas Tech's offense will get first crack at it today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Finds a man on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sorsby. Got his man quickly.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is in the air on 4th down. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. So the Cal Golden Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Golden Bears are flying down the field. Davis will throw. Flips it out in the flat. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Golden Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Always always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that is the way you set the tone, man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Fields. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Eakin. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Fields. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Davis looking to pass. Gets open down the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
To the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Jenkins. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it. It's Jenkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. The official says no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Eakin. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Red behind the line. It's Sowell. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They punted away on 4th down. Fair catches signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The run to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Davis looking to pass. Got a man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Wide open downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Sauer. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go with a direct snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Golden Bears want to move quickly. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quickly to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Golden Bears are threatening in the red zone. The inside handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Cal! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking to pass, it's Sorsby. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. Yeah,
and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Soft spot in the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Davis will throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the gun.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Red Raiders come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Got enough for the first. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fields.
Love the execution there of the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw at Sorsby. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Davis looking to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play-action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're working that left side. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Here's the pressure. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's solid. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Davis will throw. Moving away from pressure. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. He had it in the end zone, but just couldn't get a foot down to stay in bounds. Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to get it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. And the Red Raiders are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Joyner. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. quick spin on the run. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Sorsby. Pocket breaking down. Got a man, it's Joyner. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The kick is on its way. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Golden Bears in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll go back to work on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Finds his man. It's Joyner. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. He's looking to throw on third and short. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside kick. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Off play action. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And the Golden Bears buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Davis looking to pass. Working that left side. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The give from the gun. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for room, it's Wiley. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Owens. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. Perfect timing on that throw and catch. Kept it in bounds for the big completion. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give on the inside. Powers through the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cal! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
28, Texas Tech, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Catch in the middle, it's Reed. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. The short hands, it's Fields. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. And they spike it to stop the clock. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And this offense, unfortunately, finishing like they've played all game long, struggling to put points on the board. Another turnover here late in the football game, and I think people are starting to go ahead and exit the aisles and take on off out of here.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.